That looks cool as fuck, but it's wrong. And here are no less than 5 very good reasons why that is wrong.
I offered a solution.
Ugh. Okay, that didn't really make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say.
You should not be here. You're a stowaway.
Your powers are inconsequential compared to mine.
The adults are talking.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lasse and I take popular Hollywood movies and pit them against science and common sense. Most of the time just common sense now that I think about it. Well, if you're into that kind of thing and want a bit of critical thinking with that muffin, well then you have come to the right place. Let's jump into today's video. Let's kick this off by asking the age-old question, that's about a year and a half old. Why does Thor need a new weapon? If I may escort you back in time, I seem to remember T-Daddy telling him something like,
"That hammer was to help you control your power, to focus it. It's never your source of strength."
But let's say Odin is an old goat and he lied just to get some excitement into his life. Well then Mjolnir, and yes, that is how you pronounce it, I'm from Denmark, we invented the damn thing. If it somehow did give Thor more power, and it was destroyed, then why did he not make Stormbreaker in Ragnarok when his sister was splitting Asgard in half? That would seem like a pretty damn perfect time to get a little boost. Thor knew where to go and he decided to let his planet get destroyed along with pretty much every single soul on it. I don't know, I don't get the logic of that at all. Personally, I consider that to be a douche move. That being said, the plot demands something powerful, sprinkle that with a bit of sci-fi mumbo-jumbo and voila! An axe is produced. And oh boy, they go from zero to full-on space hipster faster than you can say nope. Let's start by the forge and how it's powered by a neutron star.
Nibiru's forge harnesses the blazing power of the neutron star.
Stars produce energy by fusing lighter elements into heavier elements, emitting a bit of energy in the process. When this fusion process stops and the star is big enough, 5 to 20 solar masses, it will go bye-bye into supernova land, leaving behind a very dense core of neutrons. Hence the name neutron star. And when I say dense, I mean dense. A respectable neutron star is about 20 kilometers across, weighing a tad more than our sun. Doing a little bit of math and translating it into people terms, it means that a teaspoon of neutron star weighs about the same as Mount Everest. That does present a few problems for anything near it. And with near, I mean a few 100 million kilometers. In other words, they got the size of the star pretty correct, but not that the station would be there. And here is a pretty awful list of the problems that they would face. Ionizing radiation so powerful it would literally vaporize you. Gravity so intense it would rip the skin off your bones as it sucked you in at about 2000 kilometers per second, and surface temperatures in the million-degree range, which for reference is freaking hot as hell. But I'm gonna be generous here and take away the radiation and the insane gravity and the soul-melting temperatures. Remember when I said that the fusion process had stopped? Yeah, well, that's important because no fusion process, no more power, and no more power, no more blacksmithing. And whatever molten stream of star ejaculate this is. Yes, it is hot, but heat needs a medium in which to be transferred from place to place. And the only medium here is bits of neutron star, where grains weigh the same as mountains. Which reminds me of the lever. Oh, the infamous lever. This is cinema gold and will be placed in my personal Hall of Hollywood Stupidity for a very long time. So, they built a Dyson Sphere, they built a planet-sized forge, and they put the on button inside the path of the beam. A beam that, if it existed, consists of millions and billions of dust-sized mountain-heavy particles, all a million plus degrees hot. I don't care if Thanos is glazed in uru, galvanized in vibranium, and covered in Thanos feces. He's pretty dead. But let's put the weirdly complex and impractical design aside for a bit, and let's focus on the forging of Stormbreaker. This is forging, and this is casting. 5 sanity points for anyone who can see what's wrong. Exactly, you're right. Stormbreaker is cast, not forged. You may think that's a small thing and it doesn't really matter in the grander scheme of things, but I'm here to tell you it makes a difference. Most metals are either ductile or brittle when cast, which means they will either bend or shatter like glass if you hit anything with them. Granted, we don't really know much about this Uru material and the thermal properties of it, but couldn't they have made it out of something just a tiny bit more believable, like, I don't know, unicorn hooves and ghost semen? Something. So the reason for making Stormbreaker in the first place is wrong. The power of the forge is wrong. The operation of the forge is wrong. Forging weapons at all is wrong. But also, why do you need a giant space forge to make Stormbreaker? You see, things glow a color according to their temperature. And the color of this metal tells us that it's about 1300 Kelvin when molten. For reference, iron melts at about 1800 Kelvin and you need it to be just shy of 2000 to get a good pour out of it. It seems a bit excessive to build a Dyson Sphere around a neutron star when you can just go on Amazon and buy the furnace you need. Gotta admit, that wouldn't make for a very interesting movie. Still. Okay, let's see Amazon. There we go. And a furnace. Great. $230. Universe domination averted. Suck it, Nividilier. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure to have you. If you like this video, I think you might enjoy this one as well. In it, I talk about Thanos and why he only needs the time stone to do the snappity snap. Over here, YouTube is in command, so give it a try. See ya in the next one.
Oh, come on!